Heidi ho, my peeps. I'm dirty, covered in dog hair and um, cobwebs, and I'm sweaty because I just came in. Grant and I are trying our best to clean the front yard. It's going to be a several day affair, unfortunately. But I came in to tell you about the date, time, and so forth of the crafting hangout. I wanted to show you the beautiful rose that he brought in for me, though. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. It's one of those old-fashioned roses that's just full. And it's just full of rose smell. I love it. It reminds me, this is so funny, my real rose reminds me of my mother's Roses cologne from Avon. So, I don't know. I don't know if life imitates art or art imitates life. Not sure. Don't care. This is beautiful. So, let's get on with it. I'm also covered in little glass beads. Um, I painted my letters, numbers, and they've got glass beads on them. You can't see from there, obviously, but that haven't absorbed yet into the paint. I use those tiny little glass beads. It almost looks like glitter. It's the stuff that they use on the street and on street signs to make things reflective. Grant bought me a couple pounds of it a few years ago, and now I use it on anything that I want reflective outside. So that has nothing to do with it. So Ratso and I are going to tell you what we're doing on Wednesday night. That's this coming Wednesday, which would be, what would that be? The 25th, I guess. I'll put the real day and time in the description because I'm not looking at anything with a calendar right this instant. So anyhow, it's going to be this Wednesday, which is day after tomorrow, at 6 o'clock Pacific time. And I'm going to be doing the live hangout here on YouTube. And let me show you some of the materials that you're going to need. First of all, I picked up some of these hair combs because when you make a fascinator, generally it's either clipped or combed into your hair. So that's what I'm going to use. However, you could go to Dollar Tree and pick up a package or one of the plastic hair bands. That would work really well. So either combs if you can find them or a hairband. Then we're going to start with the base of pipe cleaners. I found these. I guess they must have been Dollar Tree, the orange and the purple. I thought they were wonderful. I also happen to have some multicolor, but I'm probably going to stick with this orange, black, and purple theme. So some pipe cleaners. You're going to need some ribbon of some kind. I'm going to use some of this real thick ribbon, but you could use thin ribbon too. Just something that will coordinate with your color scheme. Then you're also going to need some embellishments. Now, I picked up this little bag of things at Dollar Tree, and I liked it because it was kind of, the things in here are big. And you know, in a fascinator, it's normally rather large scale things. So it's got the big skeletons in there, and it's got the big orange bat, and it's got a big skull thing, and some little insects and stuff. So I thought I could find something out of here that would make a nice centerpiece for my fascinator. Then I also picked up some of these little pom-poms. These happen to be tinsely pom-poms. If you can't find these, you can use flowers, small flowers, or you could use a different kind of pom-pom. You could even use small styrofoam balls that can be glittered or painted. But if you can find some pom-poms like this, which I found at Dollar Tree, this is going to be what I'll be using. If you want to get really crazy, you can pick up some little spiders. I found these glittery spiders. These happen to come from 99¢, but there's junk at Dollar Tree you can find, or Walmart, or wherever. I think a lot of the Halloween stuff is going on sale right now, so you can probably get some pretty good deals. So anyway, embellishments, pipe cleaners, something to glue the mess to, some kind of ribbon, and if you really want to get fancy, like I am going to get, you can get some feathers. I have had these feathers for decades, I think. And I noticed that there were some nice orange ones in this mess. There's nothing like purple or anything like that, but there's some orange, but you don't even have to use Halloween colors necessarily. You could use anything you want. So I'm going to pull out the my orange feathers out of this box. And I'm going to use that as well. So that's the materials list. Wednesday, day after tomorrow, which I think is the 25th, but I'm not sure, is the day. 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time is the time. So there you go. I hope you guys can join me. I don't know how long it'll go, probably an hour or less. I don't think it's going to be a real long thing. In addition to these supplies, you're also going to need a glue gun obviously with at least a nice big long glue stick in it or two. And that's about it. With the exception of your normal craft stuff, like you'll need some scissors. If you prefer to cut wire with a wire cutter or a little pair of dikes or whatever, have that as well, because you will be cutting into the wire on the pipe cleaners. So something to cut with, something to trim with, like your crafting scissors, a glue stick and a glue gun, and that's all. So this will be a fun first hangout for me. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, anybody who wants to join me. And on that note, I am going to say bye-bye and have a wonderful evening.